This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, I want to talk about Terrence Crawford, man. You know what I'm saying? I mentioned in the last video when I was talking about Keith Thurman needing to work that damn ring rust off. He better work that thing off because this boy, he been injured for so long, got so many damn injuries. I don't know what he's gonna mess around and messing around injuring in training camp if he doesn't hurry up and get this fight going. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. 5 or 6 days ago, Terrence Crawford was sat down at ESPN with Amir Khan, and he was sitting there talking about Amir Khan is the opponent that if he faces, he's going to be the #1 pound for pound fighter after he wins that fight. Listen, man, Terrence, Bud Crawford, you my dude. I got nothing but respect for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Hats off to you. You the other dog in the division. You that dog on the other side of the street. You know my respect for you. It goes far. You're the only one that I feel that has a chance against the likes of Errol Spence because you're athletic, because you got that dog in you just like him, because you are also that other horse that's carrying that horse that's carrying that other cart. I'm gonna say that again. You are that other horse that's carrying that other cart, and you're a special breed. You're just like this cat. You guys are the only two special breeds right now in that welterweight division, and damn near in boxing. But this comment you just made, I gotta call you out for it. You know, I gotta call bullshit on it. I'm sorry. I just have to because, come on, man. Amir Khan, this guy has no special effects. The only thing he does is have speed. That's it. And he always lets his heart get the best of him. This guy has a glass chin. He's been knocked out a few times. He is damaged goods, man. And I'm sorry, there's no coach, even the great Virgil Hunter, that could turn around and fix the repairs and damages that is Amir Khan. You've seen it. You've seen it firsthand. Yeah, he was doing good in the beginning with Virgil Hunter, but what ended up happening? He got back into his old habits in that Canelo fight, and he lost that fight because he lost his head. The thing with Amir Khan, he's like Zab Judah. He's a front runner. I'm going to say that again. Amir Khan is like Zab Judah. He's a front runner. He gives you all this good stuff in the beginning, all these good special effects, and then he gasses out, man, in the second half because he lets his heart get the best of him. Then he gets sloppy and he gets lazy in the ring. And once his speed starts to diminish as the rounds go on and he starts getting those shots, he's not as disciplined. You know what I'm saying? He's not as wow factor to the fighter that's in front of him, and he can get caught. And we all know he got that glass chin. I don't care that beard that he got going on. Listen, I don't care how much you grow it. That chin, once it gets hit, is going down. And Terrence Crawford got some pop. So he's going to murk you. I got him murking you in 7 to 8 rounds. And you're going to get ethered anywhere between round 7 to 8. I got a TKO stoppage. So don't come over here, Terrence Crawford, and say this nonsense, because you know I got to call you out for that. And say this nonsense about if you beat Amir Khan, you are #1 pound for pound. No, that's the fight that you could get because you couldn't get any of the more upper echelon welterweights. Mind you, that's not your fault because they're on the other side of the street. They were PBC, they were Al Heyman. But maybe you might need to talk to your promoter, Bob Arum, and tell him to stop getting slide to the damn mouth about Al Heyman, because you know how Al Heyman works. That dude is damn near a monopoly, man. He runs his business a certain way. So if you're going to do business with him, you got to show respect. You can't come over here and just politic and think you're going to talk to him any kind of way and think he's going to let business be run the way that you run it. Al Heyman, from what I see, you know what I'm saying, and this is from an outsider looking in, this man runs things in a way to where he kind of dictates the terms, basically, from the beginning, the middle, and the end of the transaction. So if you want a piece of the pie, you kind of got to play the game. You got to play ball. You know what I'm saying? You got to play well, and you can't be getting slide to the mouth and saying anything. So if I was you, I'd be checking my promoter, man, out, Bob Arum, and telling him, look here, man, higgity hush. I get it. You guys got to call out who you need to call out so that you can get the fights that you need. But those fights are going to come, man. You're Terrence Crawford. Your skill set is undeniable. The fans, the boxing fans, people like me want to see you fight against anybody in that welterweight division. Those fights are going to be made. I don't think PBC is withholding you from having those fights. It's just there's a respect, man. There's a proper decorum in how the politics of boxing work. And right now, Al Heyman is cornering the market, and he knows that. And with him cornering that market, there's just a certain degree of, you know what I'm saying, humility that has to take place on your side, because you guys are technically the B side, to be able to accommodate their A side so that they can make things happen. Now, I'm not saying that you're the B side fighter. No. In any equation, you're the A side fighter minus Errol Spence. But the bottom line is your promoter's the B side promoter, so he needs to act as such. But come on, man, you got to stop that crap. Don't sit there and start spewing nonsense out of your mouth now and start sounding like all of these Rudy Poos and these plums on this damn, you know, whatever. I don't want you doing that. You better than that, man. You know, just stay the Terrence Crawford that you are, that humble cat that don't really say much, that's just a dog. Don't let people just put nonsense in your ears, man. I don't want to hear that crap. Amir Khan, again, is no special effects up and down. There's nothing special about this cat. So why you going to sit here and say something like that? Come on, man. You saying what you said is the equivalent of Mikey Garcia thinking he could beat Errol Spence. I'm sorry, I had to get on these Mikey Garcia fanboys. You know me, man. Every chance I get, I got to come after them. These IBF, whatever the fart this dude name is, and all these biased Mikey Garcia fanboys that every chance they get, they're just delusional. That's what they are. They're hysterical at the highest level. But that's how you sound, man. You sound like Mikey Garcia, who actually thinks he has a chance against Errol Spence. That's how you sound when you said Amir Khan is going to make you the #1 pound-for-pound boxing. I know you didn't even believe that. And I'm pretty sure you were probably smirking and laughing with Bomac when you said that crap out your mouth. You know damn well. And you know how you retracted it? Because when you came back in those follow-up interviews, when they asked you, where does Amir Khan rank? You see how you double-track, you backtrack? You said, well, he's about 6 or 7. That means you ranking 5 or 6 welterweights in front of him, if my math is correct, right? So if you're doing that, how is beating him, if he's not even in the top 3 of welterweights, make you the #1 pound-for-pound? See, that's the thing with me. And that's what you guys are going to get on this page. I call out bullshit for what it is, man. I call a spade a spade. I keep it a buck and I keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And I see things for what they truly are. Whether I support you, whether I don't support you, whether, you know what I'm saying, I may be biased to somebody or not. If they say some foolery or some nonsense, I got to call it out, man. And I'm sorry, I had to stop the presses and pump the brakes on this nonsense. And Terrence Crawford, you get the biggest higgity hush of the day. This is He Knows His Sport. Checking out.